I want you to think about the reasons why you live where you live now, or the reasons why you moved to where you live now. Most people, when making a move, are considering three things: their career opportunities, are they able to make money? Are they able to build a business? Or both? Their community, where they're gonna live. Are they gonna like their neighborhood? Are they gonna feel safe? For families, is it family friendly? And then also the culture. For me specifically, I look at a combination of all three, but culture is really, really big on my list. And in this video, I want to address the so-called brain drain of the African continent. It is real. Many of the talents that have left this continent have done so with real reasoning. And I want to talk about it from my perspective as an African American who has been attracted to the continent of Africa. But let me introduce myself first. My name is Ashley, and on my channel, Ashley in Africa, I talk about all things living, moving, and doing business on the continent of Africa. If that sounds good to you and something you're interested in, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with someone that you think would find value in it as well. So, since doing some of the research that I did prior to moving to the continent and even being here, what I recognize is many of the first generation American-born Africans that I met in the US had such negative opinions of their home country. And I didn't understand it at first, but since I've been here for a little over a year, I realized there are valid reasons why they feel this way. Many of their parents, or even some of themselves, left their country for, really serious reasons, whether there were coups, there was political unrest, there was cultural conflict. We're all very familiar with apartheid in South Africa. And all of these things happened, and they were devastating. They were traumatic for people living in these countries at the time. And so they were leaving their country for hope of a safer, more promising place to raise their families and to live their lives. And so all of these things did happen. It's the history of the continent. Fast forward to today, where the majority of the continent is stable and has some of the fastest growing economies in the world. The opportunity to thrive, live, be educated, build businesses, have families is abundant here. And it's why I am so passionate about experiencing and sharing my experience, experiencing this life and sharing that on this platform. Part of my experience professionally and in undergrad school was economic development. And I directed one of the departments where my job was to attract and retain highly technical talent for the companies that were coming to the city and state that I was in. And we learned there that people are choosing where they're moving based on three things: their community, their career opportunities, and the culture that exists there. And so I was having a conversation on Dr. Assad's channel, and I made the comment that the number one reason that people choose to live where they live is culture. And I recognized that I was a little out of turn because that was really my reason. And that was the reason that I leaned to when I was in that role, because culture is so influential. And in fact, the culture that we were leaning into in that city was actually blinding people from all of the other things that were happening around them. And so while the culture is real there, whatever they identify as culture, it is just one of the three pillars in which a person is going to choose to live and work and build and create community in a city, state, or country. So for me, my choice in moving first to Tanzania was because it was one of the fastest growing economies in Africa, in East Africa. It's one of the most resourceful, richest countries in agriculture and minerals and nature. There is also, just a growing community of professionals, technical leaders, business leaders, and the culture here is still very true to the African traditional culture that is family centered, that is mother exalted, and to be a working mom, to be a mother while working, you have the support that you need to be successful here in Tanzania. And that's why I chose it. I had an opportunity to set up a business, and it fostered all of those things that I needed, while culture was a big part of that, as well as my ability to grow a career. And so as I look to expand my business across the continent, the next choice for me is South Africa. And the top reason probably is career, because it is the epicenter, it is the eye of business on the continent. And so in order for me to create financial security and stability and to really build a legacy, that's what I'm on. How I can identify places where business is being done and it's being fostered. And also culture is rich, right? And so the communities are great. There are some really safe communities in South Africa. And the culture, the way that South Africans know where they are from, they speak their native languages, many of them. It is also being encouraged to do so by the government and by schools, private and government schools as well. There's all types of cultural things popping off. I mean, shout out to Black Coffee for winning a Grammy, putting South Africa again on the map. Young, rich, or young, famous, and African, putting Africa again on the map for the talent that is here. The platform Showmax that is letting Africans tell their stories to the world. That is the way in which culture is really driving people's attention to the continent, the music, the content, and the film. And like the activities, like the lifestyle of being in South Africa is just garnering an attention to the world in a way that I've never seen before. Maybe I wasn't looking for it, but it's what I didn't see before. And it is a part of the reason why I've also chosen to look towards South Africa, the country of South Africa, the cities of Durban and Johannesburg as places where I want to grow and expand my business and my lifestyle. So let me know, is my research true? Tell me why you chose to live where you live or move to where you moved. Was it because of the career opportunities that were there? Was it because of the communities that were there where you felt you were most safe and could thrive and see your family thriving? Or did it have a lot to do with the culture that was there, the events, the sporting events, the music events, the art? This is why I started this channel, is to show the advantages and the benefits of the culture, the career opportunities, and the community that offers itself up to me and other people that are willing to take the same action and build their life, career, and create community here. And so that's why I share the information that I share. And if you find value in it and it resonates with you, please be sure to like the channel, subscribe to us, leave me a comment, and even click the link below in the bio if you would like to schedule a call with me I work with people that are looking to expand their career, expand their business here on the continent, and for people that are willing and looking to relocate and bring their families with them as well. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.